Alrighty guys, we're back for some Boros Soldiers, and this is a Brothers War standard brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build? We got 4 Yotian Frontliners and 4 Recruitment Officers. You guys are probably seeing a lot of these two cards because they're pretty solid soldiers, aren't they? Got 4 Kumano faces Kakkazan because it's amazing. And then also the second chapter on here pairs very well with Baird, Argivian Recruiter. We got 3 of them because it's legendary. A 2-mana 2/2 at the beginning of your end step if you control a creature with power greater than its base power. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So a pretty cool way to go wide with soldiers, and definitely a reason to at least try out Boros soldiers, right? Got a couple Kami's Flare because the deck knows how to modify creatures. This is kind of underplayed right now, in my opinion. I'm surprised we don't see more of it. We got 4 Valiant Veterans because it's a soldier build, and then also that bottom ability comes into play a lot more than you would think. A single Soul Partition. Honestly, this could be your removal of choice. I kind of want to try out a Soul Partition in this build, though. We got 2 Intrepid Adversaries. Even though it's not a soldier, it's very powerful. The lifelink comes in handy often, very often. Just another way to buff a wide board state is pretty good, too. And we have some late-game creatures that will make Intrepid Adversary even more powerful. Got 4 Brutal Cathars. It's a soldier, it's removal, it's everything the deck needs. We got 4 Siege Veterans. You're probably seeing a lot of this in soldier builds too. Are you guys seeing as many soldier builds as I'm seeing? Because I'm seeing a lot of soldier builds. Either way, the +1/+1 counter works with the modified theme on the Kami's Flare, and then also just being able to create the 1/1 colorless soldiers whenever a non-token soldier dies. This card is stacked for real. Got a couple Reckless Stormseekers. Even though it's not a soldier, it's pretty solid. It works with the Daybound, Nightbound on the Brutal Cathar as well. So if Brutal Cathar like starts the Daybound, Nightbound cycle, then maybe you can get this down as a Storm Charge Slasher. Either way, the main reason this is in here is to give our 4-drop haste, which of course we're rocking the Myrel Shield of Argive. This is a 4-mana 3/4. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. That top ability is already insane, but the bottom ability just closes up games. When Shield of Argive attacks, create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. Absolutely insane, especially when you're buffing those soldiers with like Valiant Veteran and everything. Very powerful card. Giving this haste seems like it could be absolutely insane. It's too bad Stormseeker isn't a soldier, but that's fine, and that's a reason why we're only rocking 2 of them too, though. We have a single Jaxis in here too. This is also not a soldier, but I think it's going to be worth it. There's a lot of valuable targets to copy with the Jaxis. Imagine blitzing this down and copying a Valiant Veteran. Seems pretty insane. Now, there is a reason we only have 1 of them in here, right? Because you, so create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. So obviously, if you create a copy of one of the legendary creatures like the Baird or the Myrel, then that's not going to be the greatest thing. But just like copying Veteran seems insane, for 5 mana, guys, you can pay 2 to blitz this down. You can copy an adversary, then pay 2 when that adversary enters to buff another wide board state, which is absolutely insane. You could do things like copy a Cathar to just use it as quick removal, then full swing and hopefully close out the game. Like, there's just a lot that Jaxis can do here. Helps us cycle through our hand as well. It's also just, if you really need it, a 2-drop with haste. And again, helps you cycle through your hand, so we'll see. I think Jaxis is going to be worth the 1 of here. In the mana base, guys, of course, we're rocking the brand new Battlefield Forge, the other dual land, Crucible, City of the Empire, and also Fortified Beachhead as just more, like, utility land, I guess. We don't care about the blue mana. we care about that bottom ability, which actually might come into play sometimes. For 5, you can tap it. Soldiers you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah, even though we don't care about the blue mana, I think it'll be worth having one of these in here. And all you have to do is reveal a soldier for this to enter untapped, which is not going to be hard at all. Honorable mentions, guys. Mishra's Foundry. I don't think it's going to be worth having in here, honestly. It really depends. It's pretty good, and a lot of aggro decks want it, but I really want to be able to go turn 1 Kumano into a turn 2 Argivian Recruiter without any issues, and I feel like the second I add a Foundry or 2 is the second that I can no longer do that, so... Okay, guys, pretty simple build. Hopefully I went over the deck well enough. Either way, let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. Right into that first match. There we go. I saw it waiting for the opponent down there or whatever, so... Alright, opponent, what are you bringing to the table, buddy? Alright, good first hand. No 2-drop, but I'd say that's okay. Opponent, have you been seeing a lot of soldiers too, buddy? Oh, you are soldiers. Okay. That's fun. Oh, great draw. Wow. Wow, that's so good. I wonder if they trade here. See if they trade. They don't know what's in hand, so like if we had, yeah. I think they take the 2. And then we'll take their 2, but since we went first, they're probably going to be the ones that have to defend the most. But we'll see. Stormseeker works well with Baird too. I think I forgot to go over that when I was going over the deck. There's a lot of like little things that's easier to just show in games, huh? Guess they want to take out the recruiter before we start getting any benefits from it. But that would only be good if they had another 1-drop. I'm assuming it's going to be like the lay down arms or whatever that soldiers, especially mono white soldiers, is running. They're checking it out. They're thinking, I should make a Boros soldier deck. Yes, you should, opponent. This looks like a lot of fun. And this is only an uncommon too, which is pretty sick. Well, I wonder what their play's gonna be here. Okay, they get the veteran down. Cool, cool. Swing. Yep, we're gonna take that 3. No worries. No worries at all. Get the forge down. And Brutal Cathar is pretty great. Take the veteran. But honestly, just playing this, we don't offer... Do we offer the trade with this? Probably not, right? We offer the trade with Officer. Yeah, we'll offer the trade. Because the veteran's very powerful. And so, like... Oh, nice! Nice! That is huge for us, yeah. So we get the 1/1 because the Stormseeker had the buff. Which is just really cool, huh? Cathar takes Stormseeker. Cathar take Cathar, get Stormseeker back with haste. Gonna take 5 here, guys. As they're in danger, and then maybe we'll be in danger next turn. Oh, Valiant Veteran. Yeah. Yeah, that's better than the Cathar, because let's get the Stormseeker back because it has haste. Keep the Stormseeker as a blocker here. Oh, forgot to count. I'm sorry, guys. We were just talking about that in the comments of another video, as I just kind of slam face sometimes, and I don't realize that we're about to win. That's pretty funny. Honestly, I can't believe we did so much damage so fast there. Holy cow. That was turn 4, wasn't it? It's kind of insane. We had a really good draw. Taking out some soldiers for game 1 feels good. Yeah, we were talking. I make a really bad habit of taking the math is for blockers a little too seriously sometimes, which is a little bit funny. It's a bad habit though, for sure. No third land, but we'll be fine. Let's start with Officer for the potential for more damage. Okay, we found a seat. That's good news. That is good news. They're tapped out. I'm just going to go ahead, get that down. Right into Stormseeker, probably. It's funny, we only have 2 of these. It might be worth talking about having 3 to 4 of them. Selesnya. That is really nice artwork. I've never seen that artwork for overgrown farmland. That is really nice, though. All right, let's get the Reckless Stormseeker down. Very powerful swing here, guys. So we get to buff the Stormseeker too. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. A land off the top would be good. Getting shields down would be really good. Okay, some Selesnya enchantments with that are just... It was missing some early turn plays there. Brutal Cathar would be good. Grab the token, just full swing. We might be able to do that again next turn. Actually, that's probably better. We just keep on the pressure, and then we might be able to do the same thing next turn. Because, yeah, that's a ton of damage, and then more removal here. It's probably better than the shield, unfortunately. It would have been cool, though, getting shield down, but then they would have chump blocked. We would have gotten 2 soldiers. But yeah, oh, the Kumano too. Wow. Wow. That could have been a Tamiyo safekeeping there. Give that haste, full swing, give the Cathar a buff. Insane, guys. That's 6 damage going through. Again, could be Tamiyo safekeeping. It is not Tamiyo safekeeping. Wow. Holy cow. I am very impressed with these first 2 games, guys. I'm very, very impressed. I mean, we know soldiers happen to be pretty strong right now. So, I don't know. Boros might be a way to put it together too. What we're seeing a lot of is mono white soldiers, which makes sense. You know, you don't have to deal with the dual lands and everything. And we're seeing Azorius soldiers too, but not nearly as much as mono white. Good hand. Wow. Wow, the hands have been good. No removal, though, which could be bad. It really depends what we're up against, huh? That last game, we might have gotten a little lucky, too, as it looks like they did end up missing a couple early turn stuff. Let's get the mountain down, swing. Get the adversary down. The forest tells us, well... Let's see what else they got. Mono green? Mono green. Veteran's pretty good. Oh, they're both veterans. Valiant Veteran. I probably Siege Veteran this turn. And honestly, they probably don't trade. They probably take 6. I think they want Loam Speaker to ramp. Yeah, the adversary is not a soldier. We have to remember that. We won't get, like, a 1-1 off the veteran or anything. Beast Caller. Nice. That's pretty good. Jaxis. All right. Let's get the planes down. We can buff our soldiers, but this is pretty gross. Let's buff everything. And then let's go... Make them double block the Siege Veteran and then take 8 if they want to take out Veteran. So they trade with Adversary, take 8, down to 4, and that Beast Caller didn't have any counters. This is anyone's game, though, because this style of mono green can get out of hand really fast. Like, think about the Beast Caller being able to get buffed maybe 2 to 3 times this turn, depending on what they're playing. Woo! Yeah. Beast Caller's scary, to say the least, because they still have 3 mana open. They go for the bite down, take out the adversary, getting rid of the buff, which means now drawing a land makes Jaxis a little bit worse. You know what this could be? It could be a bushwhack, guys. Oh, it's not. Okay, actually, it could still be a tail swipe. We did end up finding that 5th land, so if adversary would have survived there, that would have been pretty insane. We can actually go... I think we still full swing because they're at 4. So if we go Veteran, we have 2 red open. Jaxis Blitz. Oh, we don't have the discard. We're out of cards, guys. We are out of cards. 1, 2. You could still force a double block into Veteran. Oh, that would have been so good. Oh, we're out of cards in hand. I always forget about that with Jaxis sometimes. See, they're forced to block the other cards here. Oh, they decide to just let it go, I suppose. GG opponent. It really came down to what was in hand, too. I think that could have gone either way, guys. We were kind of... So, a thing we could have done was kept the Veteran in hand to discard to Jaxis and then duplicated the Veteran for more counters. My brain was telling me, oh, duplicate the Veteran to buff everything again, and then swing with that copy. But yeah, we need an extra card to discard to the Jaxis ability. I surprisingly just completely missed that because I've played with a lot of Jaxis. So you'd think I would remember, but yeah. These are really fast games and we are just completely obliterating, which means I'm expecting some losses here soon. Okay, no turn 1. Well, we could go Recruitment Officer. No turn 2. That's probably the better bet. I don't think this is a mulligan, even though we don't have a 3rd mana. Yeah, I don't think this is a mulligan hand. We'll see what we end up drawing. Nice. That's a terrific draw. Wow. And they're tapped out. We're just going to get the Frontliner down now. Good practice to wait, but usually like early on. Just like playing cards, you know? Let's get it out there. Foundry. Thalia. Yeah, here we go. Nice. We saw that mana. Great news. Cathar picks up the Thalia. But Cathar's going to have a lot better targets here. Extra damage. We could buff, let the Frontliner die. Let's go Siege Veteran now to start the buffing process. And then how we do this is we buff Officer above the first strike range on Thalia. And then they first strike block the Frontliner and take 4. So it's definitely more of an aggressive play than just hitting Thalia with Cathar. But like I said, guys... Cathar is gonna have better targets here. Much better targets than Thalia. Also, like, second Siege Veteran could be insane. Next turn, too. Here comes their first Cathar, probably. Wondering if they should hit token, maybe? It's definitely Veteran, I would say. But then we do get it back. Ooh. Got their own Siege Veteran, which is bad. Again, Cathar can hit that Thalia. I think they save blockers here. Yeah, I think they save blockers. 4th mana. Taking Thalia now is pretty nasty. We have a... I think we'll actually bring back the Frontliner instead of playing Kumano. That way what we can end up doing... So let's buff the Siege Veteran, swing, buff the Soldier, and see if they trade with that first officer. Or just block the 1/1 Frontliner and take a bunch of damage. Yeah. 8 damage, down to 6. Alright. The opponent's going to need something great here. I would say Cathar for my Cathar, but even then, like, we have so many things we could draw right into. Kumano's going to get that 1 damage through no matter what. They could get some blockers down here. They could play a 1-drop, keep the Foundry open. Like, anyone's game, but we're pretty stacked. Like, just playing Siege Veteran next turn and Kumano, getting that damage through. And then even if it goes on for a little bit longer, the etching eventually hits the board too. Keeping our board state. Oh, nice. Skystrike Officer. So anything like more removal off the top of our deck would be absolutely huge for us. Well. Does this version of Soldiers run like Fading Hope or anything? I kind of feel bad. That's pretty gross, man. What a draw. What a draw, guys. Yeah, Chi-Chi opponent. That's gross. I think we were still looking pretty good even if we didn't draw Brutal Cathar, but I think that kind of put the nail in the coffin, honestly. Guys, how many victories is that in a row, man? I'm just kind of waiting. I'm waiting for the game to humble me at this point. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. Is this what it feels like to rank up? Oh my goodness. This is solid though. Like, it's like I said, we know Soldiers is already pretty solid. But like this feels strong, dude. Like, I'm surprised we don't see more Boros Soldiers. Good hand. 4 mana is a lot, but Crucible could be just utility as well. It's a good hand, yeah, and we have our 4-drop when it comes time. Oh my goodness. Guys, the draws are just disgusting. Like, we are drawing so well. Well, there's no way this hits the board then, right? Guess we'll start with a swing. Let's see if it hits the board, because I'd rather this eat a counter than our Reckless Stormseeker. Even though this is a Soldier that could... Yeah, see, I still like the Stormseeker more than it, though. Yeah, right up... Oh, wedding announcement. Cool. Cathar's a great draw. Let's get set up for the Myrel. We're not going to give them that trade with the officer yet, because we could get a lot more 1/1s if the shield hits. They keep the 4 open for something like a Wandering Emperor. That is particularly bad, because then they would have like a decision between a potential counterspell or the Wandering Emperor. Or just like basic removal too. Yeah, they keep the 4 open. It does switch to nighttime, luckily. Get that Crucible down. Couple decisions here. Siege Veteran's great, and Kumano could come down too. Start with well... Nah, let's go for it. Let's do it. It's most likely Wandering Emperor. But it's like I said, they could keep a counterspell and Wandering Emperor open and then decide after we play. Which, oh wait, yeah, once this hits, they need to play it now. That's actually awesome. I'm already forgetting the top ability. That is so good, guys. This got trample too, so yeah. I doubt I guess it looks like that. Because we got to keep Officer back for now to continue getting our Soldiers nice and wide. I guess we could have swung, but... Oh, they can still do that with Flash. Oh. Your opponents can't cast spells, activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. They can still activate the Planeswalker ability. Well, sometimes I gotta see it, guys. That's my bad. That's pretty funny, actually. Was it worth swinging for the 1/1s? Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's pretty cool. I hadn't really considered that. Activator loyalty abilities anytime you can cast an instant then. Yeah, that's solid. Cathar's good. See if it lands. We do get around to make disappear here. It's a good swing. It has the first strike too. Yeah, the wedding festivity is a problem, but a soul partition would be insane. That's what it's called, right? 3/3 blocks the officer well. Double block into Storm Charge Slasher's bad. I guess it's just Moonrage Brute and Hope. Yeah, for some reason I thought the only thing it stops was them. They had to play it out before instead of surprising us with the attack. They're gonna pay the 3. Second Wandering Emperor is particularly bad. Let's get the Kumano. Flips back to daytime, but it takes out the Wandering Emperor, which I think is worth it. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Oh, they found their 5th mana too. This is gonna be a tough one, guys. Like I said, that I've been waiting for the game to humble me a little bit here. Could block, but I think we're just going to take the 3. Kind of look for ways to buff our board state. Okay, this one actually lands as the Cathar since it's daytime, which means we can take the Goblin Shaman, which is probably the grab here. Let's get the Cathar down. It does get a counter too, which is sweet. Grab the Goblin Shaman. Ah, they have the Soul Partition. Nice. Yeah, they've slowed us down here. No swings this time. Kumano's about to flip. They ditch a land. This is scary, guys. This is, I guess, Jeskai control. Jeskai tokens, maybe? They swing with that, too. Makes sense. I think we still just wait. Like, we're waiting to buff this wide board state. So take 6 for now. Like an Intrepid Adversary off the top would be insane. Flips back to nighttime. Here's Kumano. Siege Veteran, maybe Siege Veteran was the play earlier. That way we could start buffing all of these beyond what their tokens can block successfully. See, that's sticking there, guys. That's still no good. I think it'll be... What do we start buffing? I guess Recruitment Officer would be fine. Etching would be fine. I guess Etching's pretty good, actually. Do we want to try to get a swing off the Etching? Okay, they have 2 cards in hand, bunch of mana. Easy trade with the 3/3 until next turn. We swing with that. Now, we really need to buff this whole wide board state. Let's wait. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. It's a tough decision, guys. But now that Siege Veteran is on the board, we can actually start buffing these beyond their tokens, which is going to be pretty important, which is why maybe the Veteran should have... Oh, go for the Voltage Surge. Okay, well, Veteran's out of here. Brutal Cathar can come back. Second wedding announcement is gross, guys. The good news is they're at 7. We can get there. We do need a way to... Oh, they have 3 mana open. We gotta go for it. We gotta go for it. Like, they're so wide, too. They're so wide. I think we just swing, guys. I think this is the moment where we swing. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Let's see what they do. That's 4 damage going to face, because that has trample. Block. They need to triple block that if they want to take it out. But this doesn't have trample. We are just clearing their board. But they're... Oh, the adversary's going to die. No, they're right, they're right. They were right, I was wrong. This clears up our boards too. Yeah, if the adversary dies, then they lose their buff for the turn. Opponent's down to 3. Everything's gone. Everything's out of here. Suddenly, their farewell that they've been saving doesn't look too good. But we're in trouble now, guys. We're in trouble. Was it worth it? Probably. It probably was still worth the swing. Start with Frontliner. Okay, it didn't stick, so let's get that Cathar down, which is actually not going to gobble up the token here. Oh, we played 2 cards, never mind. I'm sorry, guys, I'm I'm all over the place, I guess. Overall, it's working out nicely, I'd say. I think that the opponent probably... What the crap? Oh. The opponent's deck is really cool. This is really cool, guys. Props to the opponent. I have no clue what we're playing against, but wow. It's, Jeskai tokens, I guess, right? That would make the most sense. Siege Veteran's good. We got to try to keep up. And we're going to give this to... As funny as it is, the Frontliner. No swings. Because this is the type of deck that switches the thing to nighttime. So the Cathar's already going to have a big target. Oh, wow. Wow, this is so cool, guys. Oh, man. Oh, they're not even going to... Yeah, I guess we did gain a bunch of life. Yeah, the -2 on this is insane because they have 2 wedding festivities. They're getting their board state nice and wide again. Soul Partition. Okay. Well, I really don't want them to play Wedding Announcement again, but there might be a really good... There might be a really good way to do this. Probably want it to switch to nighttime. A trade with Frontliner isn't too bad, as we're forcing a trade here, and we get another 1/1 from the Veteran. We can bring back Frontliner next turn. And we could have swung with Veteran too, huh? Because that also would have been a trade. And then another... no, this is another non-token soldier. Okay, there's that. So we can save Frontliner with Soul Partition, but I want it to go to nighttime here, because at this point... Yeah. At this point, the opponent's playing something every turn. Like, they're not keeping open Wandering Emperors and such, so... Very scary match, guys. Holy cow. I could have played it out better, too, but I still think it was worth that full swing. Like, their board state was insane, and at any point, they could have blocked poorly. Yeah, they're seeing their creatures now, though. And the Saheeli, I'm pretty sure it's game over. Wow, they actually keep this all back, too. They have so much mana, guys. Like, the Wedding Festivity would be fine to hit, but then they just play it next turn easily. So... Oh, beautiful draw. Beautiful. It's too bad we can't switch it to daytime. This doesn't count as casting from the grave. 1, 2. The first strike on Brute, they'd have to double block. Can we keep up with the Saheeli? Probably not. If they double block... This is really tough decisions, guys. Because, like, we're trying really hard to keep up. I think we have to full swing again. One, two. Because we can't, we're really struggling to keep up with this. First strike on Brute. Again, they have to double block Brute if they want to deal with the first strike. So the ward on here too. Oh man. This match is hurting my brain, guys, for sure. There is probably a much better way to play this one out. These are the type of matches that I love to go back to after. And just kind of yell at myself while I'm watching. Okay, they don't take out the Brute because first strike. They do double block the Veteran, and they're taking 2 more damage here. Man, how are we going to keep up with this, guys? At any moment, if they switch it back to daytime, that could the Cathar could help us get there. Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is going to exile anyways. They did see that in time. We get to take out one of them. Yeah, by going that buff into Veteran. All right. Saheeli can produce 2 more Thopters, and the opponent has this in the bag, I think, huh? Well, we could top deck a Kumano. If they don't see a way to gain life. Another Saheeli. Oh my goodness, guys. They are going to have lethal damage on the board. And we're going to be forced to block the Iconoclast. That's really cool. Major props to the opponent. Very cool deck. Saheeli looks really powerful, doesn't it? It's like a very powerful Planeswalker. Wow. That's insane, dude. Yeah, we're forced to block the Iconoclast if they full swing, but then they're at 1, so saving blockers back would be better. Come on, Kumano faces Kakkazan. Can you get us there? There's 3 more in the deck, guys. Can it win us the game? Oh no, Seat of the Empire. Man. I believed in the heart of the cards and everything. We can't get it back to daytime effectively. They swing in the air and it's game over. They might not swing with too much. No. Yeah, they're gonna full swing next turn. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, let's just swing. Swing at face. That's game over, guys. Very good game, opponent. I'm pleased that they're playing like a deck that we haven't seen yet. Just a very, very cool deck. We triple block Moonrage Brute because they don't know what's in hand. That's fine. And that's fine. We'll go ahead and use the Seat of the Empire on the Iconoclast. And we'll drop them that GG's. Yeah, I guess that could have gone... That could have gone either way, huh? Man, I really wonder. I would have held back that original swing. Like, look at the deck, guys. This is the type of deck that's probably running all 4 Voltage Surge. Maybe even 3 to 4 of the Soul Partitions. The double Wandering Emperor was rough too, so honestly, this loss might have been my fault because I even ran the Myrel right into the Wandering Emperor's ability, thinking that they couldn't activate it after the Myrel was on the board. Ah, jeez. Yeah, sometimes it takes me actually seeing the cards being played. Oh crap, guys, we're 40 minutes in. You know what? We should probably just go over the deck. I apologize. I was going to hop into another one. Ending on a loss. Doesn't feel the greatest, but I mean, did you see the rest of the games though, huh? Here's the deck list again, guys. Boros Soldiers. I like it. Seems really powerful. Seems like a little bit more practice from me, and I think it would be worth climbing with, honestly. And I don't really like the whole ranked system, the whole back and forth, the climbing aspect. Caring about wins is what I don't really care for, and so overall, I could see climbing with this, and that says something, honestly. What do you guys think? What cards would you add or take out? I think the Jaxis is worth it. It's too bad we didn't actually get to see it like fully come into play, but we did get to see it as just a hasty creature, which was really cool. Yeah, I think the Jaxis is worth it. Brutal Cathar, obviously, Siege Veterans, Epic, Stormseekers, really, really good. We should talk about more of these maybe. When we did see the Recruiter, pretty powerful. Yeah, man, what would we add or take out? I don't think I would change much. We didn't get to see the Fortified Beachhead. I think if we did, it would have been fine. I think having this as a utility land is pretty solid. I don't think we need the Mishra's Foundry, but honestly, after seeing the deck play out, maybe it would be okay to have a one of Mishra's Foundry. I just really don't want to get in the way of playing our turn 1 Kumano into our turn 2 Baird, right? Other than that, I don't think it would get in the way. Intrepid Adversary is worth it. I got pretty greedy there with the swing in the final match because of like the trample and everything. If we would have kept Adversary back and gave trample to something else in that match, we might still be in that match. But again, at the same time, Adversary could have got gobbled up easily by what is most likely a lot of removal in that deck, a lot of Voltage Surge, and probably more than one Soul Partition, as well as just other removal packed in there too. I can only imagine that deck had a good chunk of removal. I could see like an Abrade fitting into that deck and stuff like that too. Either way, guys, yeah. Wow. I liked this one. We got a lot of fast games in. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Definitely worth checking out Boros Soldiers and probably returning to it in the future too. Honestly, just Boros in general right now, I think is in a really good spot. We got to keep kind of testing the waters for more different Boros builds because there's something, and it's probably like 3 different really, really good Boros builds that we could choose from. And we just got to find it and find the right pieces for each one. Yeah. Either way, guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video.